Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 3 of Leadoff Conversations, where we are going over every MLB division predictions. Today's episode we've got the American League West, which is going to be a very, very fun division to go over. We'll start off with the Houston Astros, who didn't make the playoffs for the first time in how many years? A long time. Their dynasty.
At least 10.
Yeah, at least 10. Because they were in it in 2015. Yeah. So, yeah, it's been a while since they hadn't made the playoffs. And they had a solid squad. I mean, Yordan Alvarez was injured for most of the season. They go trade for Carlos Correa halfway through to try to make that playoff push. They had Yainer Diaz, Jeremy Pena, Jose Altuve. Hunter Brown had a fantastic year. They picked up Josh Hader in the offseason, as well as having Brian Abreu. I mean, they had a really solid squad. Just got outplayed by Seattle near the end.
Yeah, I mean, going back about 2-3 years, and remembering that ALCS between the two Texas teams, the Astros and the Rangers, and just looking at kind of where they're at now, like, I feel like the Astros are in a better spot than the Rangers are.
Yeah.
But it's still just not a phenomenal spot. I mean, you can see Jose Altuve is kind of fading, which is, it's weird because, like, when I first got into baseball, Jose Altuve was like a top 3 player.
Yeah.
And now some people leave him out of, like, top 10 second baseman conversations, which is insane to me. But, I mean, yeah, Altuve and Correa, they found their way back onto the same team. It's kind of just weird. I don't know. I feel like there's something missing with this team. I can't quite put my finger on it. Maybe it's another starter because they did just lose Valdez, and I feel like Christian Javier is kind of just gone. They did sign Tatsuya Ime, actually. I forgot about that. But still, it just feels like there's something missing on this team. I'm going to have them just outside of the playoffs, maybe just in the playoffs. I don't know. This is a weird team to predict.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I'm going to say an 84-85 win squad. I think they are just a little bit on the older side. I think injuries are very dependent as well. Yordan Alvarez is a huge part of your offense, and if he's gone, you lose a lot of homers, you lose a lot of power, you lose a lot of guarantees that come with him in the lineup. So I'll say about 84-85.
Yeah, I'm very high on the Astros this year. I actually have an Astros hat. I have an Astros hat over there. I've been an Astros fan, or not an Astros fan, but the Astros have always been my number 2 team for as long as I can remember because of Jose Altuve. I loved Short King. You know, I looked up to him being shorter in elementary school. You know, I have the Astros finishing first in this division at 91 wins. I think that it's a very competitive division, but I think that Houston is barely going to outclaw the Seattle Mariners. We'll talk about that later, but I mean, hopefully you have Yordan Alvarez healthy for a full season. You'll have Carlos Correa for a full season. Jeremy Pena has just been he's been better and better every year. And yeah, I think the pitching is going to hold it down. I mean, Hunter Brown going once every 5 days. He was top 3 in Cy Young contention with Skubal and Crochet, I believe, last year.
Yep.
And then, you went out and signed Tatsuya Imai.
Yeah,
Imai, yeah. And the bullpen's solid. So I think that the Astros are going to win the division. We'll see how that holds up. And next up, we've got the Los Angeles Angels.
This is another experimental team. You can kind of see it with who they're signing and who they're trading for.
Yeah.
A trade for Grayson Rodriguez and then signing Alek Manoah, signing Kirby Yates. Just a lot of experiments going on right there. I do believe they're not going to be great. They also signed Jordan Romano. I forgot about that.
I didn't even realize that.
I think that's like a minor league deal or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, and then they re-signed Yohan Moncada as well, who was just playing in the World Baseball Classic with Cuba. So they do have some players who have done things. I don't know, man. Just not a great squad. They finally saw what they wanted to see from Joe Adell, though, which I'm happy for Angels fans. They have something. Ben Joyce looks solid. Mike Trout was regressing. I think he was trying too hard to get that, was it a 400th career?
400th home run, yeah.
He was trying way too hard to get that. I think he just kind of forgot what was going on, lost the plot a little bit, but... Yeah, I think the Angels can win some gritty games. They always find a way to kind of win a few series where people are like, okay, like that's that was pretty good. Like, what are the Angels gonna do? They start off the season sometimes like around 500, and like, okay, is this gonna be the Angels' year? It's not gonna be their year this year. I think 74 wins. Maybe I'm being a bit too generous, but yeah, I think some of their experimental players are going to be good. I think Grayson Rodriguez is going to end up being pretty good. I think Kirby Yates will be okay out of the bullpen. But I think it's just an injured team.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a lot of injured players who can't really stay healthy. But I like Nolan Schaunwell. So yeah, I think 74 wins.
Yeah, I think that the Angels are going to be a feeding team for most of the AL West. I have them finishing last at around like 65, 66 wins. I mean, the pitching is just not great. The hitting is not great aside from the top three, Neto, Adele, Trout.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I don't see them doing very much. I think Trout's only got 2-3 years left he's going to be playing. I know that his contract is longer than that, but I think he's going to be done after 2028. Actually, if we probably won't even have baseball then.
Next year.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I just don't see the Angels doing anything. Unfortunately for Trout, I think that if he wants to win a ring, he's got to go somewhere else. And I hope to God that the Angels are doing so bad that Trout finally realizes, okay, I'm going to go to another team and ring chase. Honestly, I think he's the one player in the league that everyone will accept if he goes to ring chase.
Yeah.
He's just so beloved. He's been loyal to the Angels. He's just a fun player to watch. He's Mike Trout, man. Yeah. He's fun. He's good.
I think at this point, like even Angels fans just want him to go and get one.
Mm-hmm.
I think Philly would be a good destination for him personally.
Yeah.
Back home, they have the assets.
Yeah. Yeah, he is from Philly. Yeah. Next up, we've got the Oakland Athletics. Jaden, where do you have them?
You know, I really like the A's coming into this year. I liked what I saw from them last year. I liked...
Sorry, not Oakland.
No,
Sacramento.
Sacramento,
Vegas.
Yeah. the Aviators here.
Yes.
But anyways, yeah, the A's, I like what I saw from them a little bit last year. Again, I think they're a team that's just missing something. I think it's on the pitching side for sure, though, because their lineup is becoming pretty undeniable.
Yeah.
I mean, extending Soderstrom and Wilson this offseason. Brent Rooker is the oldest player in their lineup, out of their core players at least.
Wow.
And he's not even 30 yet, I don't think. I think he's 28 or 29. So yeah, they have a really, really fun young lineup. Do I think that they're going to be able to make a serious splash? I think they're still a year away. I think when they get to Vegas, that's when they're really going to be that team, because I think now you're a free agent destination. Now your young guys have had those years to like truly come on up. So yeah, I do have the A's. I'll put them around 80 wins, maybe at like a 77, 78 range, just above the Angels, so I'll slot them in fourth place. That would make them. But I do think that their top guys are going to be really, really good. I think Nicholas, well, I can say it, but I'm not going to. Just Nick of Kurtz is going to be great. Yeah, he had a great season last year, Rookie of the Year. I think Jacob Wilson is going to continue to do great even after the extension. Brent Rooker is going to keep hitting bombs. Expect to see him in the Derby. And then Shea Langolier is going to keep producing like a top 7, top 8 catcher. So
yeah,
they'll be okay.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think 78, 79 wins is a good place for this Athletics team. I mean, yeah, I really, really like their offense. As you were saying, Brent Rooker, Shea Langoliers, Jacob Wilson, and Nicholas Kurtz.
Yeah.
As well as like even guys that might not play every day, like Denzel Clark. I know that he's not great offensively, but his defense is going to bring a lot to this Athletics team. Yeah. Lawrence Butler, Tyler Soderstrom. Yeah. It is going to be the pitching side that will be keeping them out of the playoffs for sure. But I mean, hey, you never know. In a few years, you draft a few guys, they develop, you sign a few free agents, and this offense is really, really young. They're only going to keep improving, and then, as you were saying, the year that they get to Vegas, that could be their playoff push.
I think one thing that's maybe going a bit overlooked as well is that they're going to be in a minor league ballpark, so really anything could happen.
Yeah.
You can out-hit your opponents, but that's what it's going to have to be.
Yes.
And I think that they know that. That's why they didn't really invest too heavily in the pitching yet.
Yeah.
It wasn't a strong pitching free agent class anyways, but they didn't invest super heavily in the pitching side yet. I just dropped my phone. But yeah, they kind of focused on extending their hitters, and they're going to hope their lineup can just keep them in games.
Yeah, absolutely. So next up, we will head to Seattle for the Mariners, who I will be having in second place at 90 wins. I think them and the Astros are going to be like a game or two apart in that division, or for the lead. Yeah, I don't really have a reason why to take the Astros over the Mariners. I just don't like Seattle, to be completely honest. It's totally a biased pick. I don't like Cal Raleigh. I don't like Brian Wu. I don't like Julio Rodriguez. A lot of people do like Julio because of his personality and stuff, and I don't know. I just don't like him. That's just me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Seattle in first place. Also don't like them. Don't get me wrong. Also do not like them. But I think the talent on the squad is just, it's gotten to a point now where it's undeniable. I mean, the bullpen is A1. The lineup is A1. The rotation is maybe the best in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Like, truly. Yeah, I mean, it's tough to deny. They did make a trade. They made a couple of trades, actually. They got Brendan Donovan, and then, I don't know, did they sign Rob Refsnyder?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's still a great signing for them. Yeah, I'm kind of on side with you about Julio. Like, hate to play against him, but... Like,
his catch last night.
Yeah, the catch was incredible.
Yeah,
like, he's an electric player.
Yeah,
like,
he is.
I hate to play against him because you know what he's going to do to you.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like, as a face for the league, I think he's good. I think he's great. And then the 1-2 punch of Brian Wu, Logan Gilbert, you have to face those guys for 7 innings.
Yeah.
And then who do they bring in? Gabe Spire. And
then
you face Gabe Spire for an inning or two. Or Edward Bizardo.
Yeah.
Heat. Throws heat, man.
Yeah.
And then, what's it called? Another guy that you can bring in, obviously, is Andres Munoz of Team Mexico. Yeah. Just a great rotation. They have the best catcher in baseball. They have a top 3 center fielder in baseball, and they have a top 10 first baseman in baseball with Josh Naylor.
Yeah, a very, very complete team.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they can go either way for me, but I'm going to have them in second place.
Yeah.
And you've got them in first.
First, yeah.
Yeah. And last but not least, we've got the Texas Rangers, who there was one trade, the Marcus Semien for Brandon Nimmo deal. Other than that, didn't really hear a whole lot from them in the offseason.
No.
So their team's kind of looking same as it has been for the last, 3 years since they signed Corey Seager and Marcus Semien in that same offseason.
Yeah, definitely an interesting team. I think it's a team that could shock the division, as they did however many years ago, 3 years ago, when they won the World Series. Did go out and get Mackenzie Gore. That was a good trade for them.
Yes.
Mackenzie Gore from the Juan Soto deal in Washington. Other than that, bullpen's not anything crazy. They are very young. They're hoping for some bounce-back years for some players. Jock Peterson had a terrible year. Danny Jansen trying to get acclimated since he's left Toronto, really.
Yeah.
They're hoping that Evan Carter can truly pan out. But they've got a young stud who they're trying to lean on now in Wyatt Langford, who has the potential to have a breakout season, in my opinion. I think he's going to have a really, really good year. It's really just dependent on their bullpen. I think they had the lowest ERA in Major League Baseball from a starting rotation last year, which was pretty interesting because you wouldn't think that from them.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, I mean, bolstering the lineup by getting a younger, better player, Brandon Nimmo.
Yeah.
Corey Seager's still there, Jacob deGrom's still there, but those are their 2 best players, and they're both very, very injury prone.
Yes.
So it really comes down to them. I'm going to have them finishing 3rd, though, behind the Astros. I'm going to say 83 wins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got them similar. I've got them 4th in the division. I think the Athletics are going to beat them out by a little bit. I'll have them. What did I have the Athletics at? 77?
77, 78.
Yeah, so I'll have the Rangers at 75, 76, really close between these teams in this division. I think this is probably the tightest division we've done so far. But yeah, I mean, Rangers, I don't know. I don't think they're going to get it done this year. But yeah. No expectations, really.
Yeah.
If they go out and prove something, then whatever.
Just go out there and have fun, boys.
Exactly. That is going to wrap up our third episode of Leadoff Conversations. Next one will be in the the NL East. And yeah, we hope you enjoyed, and we hope to see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.